totally wasting my time right now. Hi guys, welcome back. Today I am going to be doing a story time with you. I have never done one of these before. This is my very first one. Sorry, I did that pause because I can hear my downstairs neighbors. They're yelling for a towel because they just got out of the shower. Apparently they don't have a towel. So, yes, I'm doing a story time, my very first one, and I thought this would be a good first story time, or like an interesting first story time. But before we get into that, let us just address my extensions. Yes, I did buy extensions because I really wanted silver in my hair, or I wanted to have like crazy hair or different hair. Now that I am not working and I don't need to follow any hair rules, I could do whatever I want, even though if I was working I could wear these like outside of work. But I wanted to change it up a little by getting extensions because I wanted to work with longer hair. I miss having long hair, so that's another reason why I wanted to get them, and having colored extensions just made it even more fun. That is the main reason why I wanted to dye my hair black again, because I wanted black to silver. So this was the plan all along, to get these extensions. But anyways, now that we have addressed that, let's get into story time. Okay, so this is a story about how I almost died. It was very scary. I was scared out of my mind. And I am very paranoid when I do this activity, I guess you can call it, which I do on a daily basis, but I mean, I have to do it. So I'm gonna take you guys back to, I believe, 2013. At the time, I was working at Red Lobster, and Manny and I were not married yet. So I was on my way to his house. We did have Adrian. He was just a baby because he was born in 2013. So I want to say he was about 4 or 5 months old, around there. And so I was getting off of work. It was about 10:30 at night. I was getting off of work on my way to his house, and I was driving down the street. It was a busy street, a main street. So I was driving, and I look in my rearview mirror. I see this car coming at me at like freeway speed, 60, 70 miles an hour. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, it was just all too much to process in like a couple seconds. But I look at my rearview mirror, I see him coming, he's right there. I had enough time to think, like, this guy is coming at me so fast, he's not moving. And so I look in my side mirror, my passenger mirror, because I was gonna change lanes, but there wasn't enough time. I was able to turn, but after I turned, that's when he hit me. So he rear-ended me, made my car spin. I was spinning. I took out a tree. I span, is that a word? Span? Spun. I spun over the divider, not rolling, but spinning. And I went into the opposite side of the road where oncoming traffic was coming. And thankfully, there was no cars there at the time. on that side, but they were coming. And the scary thing was that the first car that was coming towards me was a semi truck, but he had enough time to slow down and stop before he could actually hit me. So I'm just spinning. At first, my reaction when I'm spinning is, what the heck? Like, that's the first thing I thought. Like, who the heck thinks that? So I'm spinning and I'm just like, what the heck is going on? And like, once I realize that I'm in a freaking car accident, I start to scream. And I'm screaming and I'm screaming. My car finally stops spinning. I'm facing onward, oncoming traffic. I see the truck. I'm crying my eyes out. And oh my God, okay, so I get out of the car. I'm crying. I'm shaking. I don't know what to do. But there's a police officer right there. Luckily, while we were driving, I didn't even notice him at the time, but I guess while we were driving, there was a cop already in the area. He was right there. So he had stopped, I guess, when he heard the crash. He stopped and I got out of the car. He was walking towards me already to make sure I was okay. I was walking towards him and he was talking on his radio. He was like, oh shoot, the girl's coming out. She seems to be okay. So I walk towards him, still bawling my eyes out. He asks me if I'm okay. I say yeah. He takes me to his car, and the whole reason for this crash was because some guy stole a car, and highway patrol officer was chasing him. They got off the freeway onto the main streets, and I just happened to be the car that the guy ran into. After he hit me, he still tried to run and get away, because he ended up crashing his car. His car went into oncoming traffic as well, and he crashed. I think he just crashed into the curb. I don't think he crashed into a pole or anything, but he tried to run off, and they ended up catching him once he was on foot. And he didn't get very far, just like 10, 20 feet, but they caught him. So I was in the police car, and I right away called Manny, or I was trying to get a hold of him, actually. I called him, he wasn't answering because he was in the shower. So I called his sister, and she got him out of the shower, because she's like, Stephanie's on the phone, she's crying. So he finally got on the phone. I tried telling him what was happening. He couldn't understand me, I guess. He was like he understood I was in the back of a police car, and he was like, did you get pulled over? Did you get a ticket? And I was like, no, I was hit. And he right away got dressed, came over to me. I was just waiting in the back of the cop car the entire time. I don't know why I didn't want to get checked by, I didn't get checked by paramedics. I didn't want to. I felt like I was fine. I didn't have any scratches, nothing. My airbags didn't even deploy, which I think is pretty dumb. If you're rear-ended, you would think something would go off. The whole back of my car was smashed. My trunk was pushed in. My back window was shattered. I was so thankful that Adrian was not in the car with me, because like I said, he was a little baby, and the whole back window shattered, glass everywhere. I would have just been I would have been so much more scared if he were in the car with me, because I don't think, no, it was just the trunk that was totally demolished. The back seats were fine, so I would have been able to get him out if he were there. but just having a little tiny baby in the car would have just scared the crap out of me, because I don't know. That has actually been the worst accident I've ever been in. And because of that accident, I am very paranoid when I drive. I will admit that I do drive like an old lady now. I am very cautious, just because I would rather be a slow driver, be a responsible driver, than be in an accident and either have myself killed or get somebody else killed. So better safe than sorry. But yes, that is the day I almost died. I was very scared, but I am so glad that I am okay and I did not die. God was protecting me. He was watching me, and I'm very thankful for that. But that is my I almost died story. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, my misery. But yeah, I really want to do more story times. I do have a lot of stories. No, not really. I mean, there are some stories that I would like to tell, but kind of shouldn't. So I'm just gonna keep those to myself. But if you did like this video and you would like more story time videos, please give this one a thumbs up. I will get other story times together. I will think of other story times that I have gone through. Or if you want to know, if there's something that you want to know about, like, I don't know, anything, leave a comment. Say, I want to hear a story time about this, or tell me how you did this, blah blah blah, anything like that. Just let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you always know when I'm uploading, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.